Yo, what it do? I am Stale Coffee. You are beautiful, and we're talking fucking anime, my favorite. I think enough time has passed, and where we can talk about the Chainsaw movie. Chainsaw! I saw it today. It came out in San Francisco, and I've been waiting to talk about it, to let it digest, see what the word on the street is. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I think it hit on a lot of things that the movies should look at. Because they're different than doing simply episodic things. And I thought they did a lot of good stuff. But standing back, we can now put on the critics' glasses and point out some things that maybe didn't work as well. Not to say that I didn't like it, but I think nothing is perfect. You can always strive to do a little better. Let's start with a good thing, though. They switched directors, I believe, as well as they wanted to do different types of art style. And I think they did a very clever way of opening the start of the movie, spoilers, with Power having the extra horns and her looking different. So it was easier of a transition to explain why everything looked different, because she's different. I thought that was very smart. That was a good way to go about it. And then after that point, the art style didn't bug me at all. And there's many points of it being very beautiful. 2 points bugged me the most, and they are both very small. The first was the room, the locked door, the don't open it. I always forget how you say his name. Pochita is talking to Denji in his dream, and they never touch on it again. I haven't read the manga, so I'm assuming this will be revisited in the series when it starts to back up again. However, coming into it just from the previous series, it's out of the blue. So I thought this was going to tie in more so to the girl and being, part of like a Soviet spy and all that shit. Maybe that she was behind the door and he didn't want to purposefully open it, knowing, because there were signs throughout the movie that she's not what she says she is. So I thought that's how it was going to tie in. It didn't. And I don't think, if I remember correctly, I want to see it again, but if I remember correctly, they don't ever revisit it again. So that to me is a flaw. They show this, this big warning. It's almost like a Chekhov's gun that never goes off. Second thing, I think in the big climactic battle, action scene, there is a couple beats that go on just a little bit too long, where it feels not very repetitive, but it's like there's a couple of bits in the tornado bit when they started taking out the Typhoon Devil that I think they could have compressed it a little bit without having lost any of its grandeur, because it was beautiful scene, a lot of funny things going on. They had a nice balance of that seriousness with the levity, the comedy. A lot of that comes from the Shark Dude as well, who was the unsung hero of this anime, besides, the Bomb being just a badass. More good things. Even the small cameos from the other characters. I don't know the girl's name, but she's scared but has the moves. her bowing thing was gold. Wasn't in a lot. I would have liked to hear more, but even just that little bit, that just shows how you could have these side characters that have the aura, the presence, the agency of main character. I thought that did a very good job. My other nitpicks are less so, because I still think that they are trying to have a very wide audience. And when your audience is close to being everyone, you have to make sacrifices to appease everyone. Like they could have made it darker. They could have done other things. But for the times that we are in which, Hollywood movies want to try to reach everyone, that is the goal. I think this movie does a good example in how you do that. I mean, there was deep metaphors, there was surface level tension, there was depth. It was firing on all cylinders, and I think they did a fantastic job. Good stuff. I can't wait for the next season. Cheers.